Coronavirus part, what's this, part 3? Yeah, part 3. I wanted to just ask some critical thinking questions because I feel like I didn't even do my introduction. I'm gonna just go right into it because this is a serious matter at hand. I think there's so much confusion and people not asking critical questions like, do animals contract the virus? And if so, me eating animals, how does that affect me? Because I don't eat animals. I'm a plant-based person as of now. I was pescatarian/vegan, and when I came down here, I did indulge back in some chicken and all that, but all that was in last year. I started back with the fish and the stuff like that. So I wanted to ask people to ask themselves some critical questions, like if you're eating an animal and it's a host for the virus, how does that work? Understand, how does that work? And how does people contract corona? Because I think there's way more people that have it. If one person came down here and they was in a group of people, how do you quarantine one person and not everybody else? This is a group thing. I think more people have it, but it's just not as strong as they say it is. And it's not knocking people off like they say it is, and it's spreading like wildfires, like the flu. But if it is that strong, or when was that? 42. We'll see in a matter of 3 weeks, 4 weeks, what happens to people, because it should be a mass epidemic or mass deaths happening, and people should be dropping. But I don't see no symptoms, people that they say people have, and I don't see nothing. I'm a barber. I'm around people all the time, although people not coming to the shops. But they say that you have symptoms, like flu-like symptoms. But that's just another. If I have flu-like symptoms, then I might have the flu. So what do I have, the flu or corona? And people are shutting down, and they're not saying to themselves, what if my kids was around people that had it? What if, it's just too weird to me. I just feel like they're setting people up for the bigger picture. I feel like they're setting people up and isolating people, letting them, feeding them with fear. You isolate people, then you feed them with fear, and then they run out of resources. They become restless. They start looting, and then you start bringing in martial law. Because the cops, I guess they're going to start telling cops to stay home, because they got families too, right? So then it's going to be no police on the streets. People going to run out of supplies, and then they're going to want to go rob, steal, loot, pillage, whatever. Not all people, because most people are civilized, but it's a lot of uncivilized people out there. And people get desperate and hungry, they start doing certain things. When they want something, and they, look at those black market, what's that, what they call that, Black Fridays, when people are lined up on a line and they want that TV and they run in there, they'll trample you for it. They'll damn near kill you for it. People fighting over toilet paper and things of that nature, Lysol and all that. People will kill you for things that they need, because the first rule of nature is self-preservation. And when you're trying to survive, nothing else means nothing. So that's why we need to get back to nature and stop all these bullshit politics and all this fake consciousness, because nobody's conscious. Everybody is clout chasing. They're using consciousness for clout chasing. So ask yourself critical questions, because a lot of these so-called conscious people, they eat meat and stuff like that, which is nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying, if you believe in the coronavirus, best believe your meat is contaminated with it too, because animals could catch it, I'm pretty sure. And I'm sure animals have caught it. And I'm sure any kind of meat is always a host to a virus. Right? So you're eating things and not questioning that, but you're questioning other things. So if you really believe in these things, start asking critical thinking questions like, what if we go a couple of months isolated, and then the martial law start? They're going to just start quarantining people. And then when you get in these camps or wherever they want to put you, God knows what's going to happen. They're going to tell you, we need to vaccinate you. And within that vaccine, it might be the killer. And then you're going to accept the vaccine because you're going to want things to get back to normal. They already setting up your mind for for whatever they got planned, right? So once they get you in those camps or those places, your mind is already thinking, all I need is a vaccine to get out of here. So I want to get out of here to go back to the internet, go back to Instagram and say I'm good and and go back to my regular life, go sipping, light up a blunt, go to the next party. That's all y'all thinking about. Y'all thinking about what events y'all missing. I missed the carnival. I missed the party. I wasn't going to those things, so I don't care. But you do. And that's all you're thinking about, is getting back to normal. It's not going to be no more normal life after this. You have to always stay on the basics. Even when things get back to normal, start figuring out how you could get some land somewhere. Start figuring out how you're going to secure your kids more. How to cut down on certain things. You know, minimize. You know, ask critical thinking questions. What if this happens? What's going to happen to the people? Nobody's asking that. And it boggles my mind. It boggles my mind that nobody's asking these questions. But hey, we'll see where it goes, man. I just wish everybody the best. Me, I'm just trying to train. I'm trying to eat as less as possible, but eat more nutritious foods. And try to stay with a positive mind and a positive outlook, because you're not going to control my mind and control my mentality and make me feel like and get me confused. Because if you have a conversation with a group of people, all of them are confused. One person talking about this, where it might have come from. One person talking about China. China might have USA might have gave it to China, and then China did this with it, and then it backfired on the USA. And then you got another group of people talking about, yo, these people came over here and did that. Nobody's talking about solutions, critical thinking solutions. How are we going to fix our community and move on? How we're going to circulate certain things so we can survive? How we're going to take care of each other? Everybody's individual mind is so corrupted that they don't understand what's going on. They don't get it. And I can't have conversations with people because they don't know what they're talking about. But we'll see where it goes from here. I haven't put these on. I only put these on my channel. I don't put these on the social networks because I don't want people to, you know, have certain. I just want people to think. Just think. Use your head. Use your head on your next move. What you're gonna do. Stop gossiping and talking about these numbers. They said Jamaica got 10 cases. It's supposed to be way more cases than that. They said this person had, whose numbers is correct here? Y'all sitting around believing this media too much. Just worry about what you got to do, how much people around you, if somebody is sick, and deal with that. Stop worrying about these fake ass numbers and who's doing what and who's doing that. What are you doing? How is your mind? Too much talking and posting, and everybody got a news outlet so everybody could post and talk. That's very irresponsible when everybody have the power to have a stage. Everybody's not supposed to have the power to have a stage, because not everybody's responsible, and not everybody's going to use it correctly to calm people down. Everybody just posting and feeding people with fear. Man, calm down, man. Right now I don't have no water. We live in a place where water goes in and out. It's been 2 days now, no water. And we fine. We're not out here panicking. We good. We good, man. People, just chill. Calm down and figure things out one by one. Death is all that's promised. All right? So don't think you're going to live here forever. Just focus on what you got to do and get it done. Carry on, man. Carry on. Please, carry on.